Hi, this is Takashino from Jazz Lab Japan. Today I just want to feature very interesting, and I think most of the jazz collectors don't know, yeah, album, jazz vocal album. I just wanted to share with you. The album is this. I don't know whether you know this album. This is the, you know, very hard to pronounce. Sorry. This is Ksenia Parkhatsykaya. Yeah, the title of the album is called Colors. Yeah, by the Terasima Records Japan here. But originally, this was recorded in 2021 by the Jazzville Records. Yes, but in 2021, Mr. Terashima, the Terashima, I already talked about him, some time ago. He's very famous, legendary jazz critic, and at the same time, he's the owner of the one of the oldest jazz kissa here in Japan, Tokyo actually, at Kichijoji Tokyo, and he founded his jazz label some years ago, and this is one of them, that he discovered this, great singer, Ksenia Parkhatsykaya. Yes, and he liked it, and he just contacted her, and released this album as analog because originally in 2021 the the album was released on CD only, but Terasima Records released it with analog like this, with a limited number of the copies. And actually, I didn't know this singer until I found this album. There is one story which I found it very interesting in the liner notes that Mr. Terashima himself, wrote here. Is that when he contacted Ksenia, he asked her about the what makes the jazz vocals great. There are three elements. One is singing ability, and the second is the voice, and the third is the emotion. And among those three elements, what is the number one element needed to make the jazz vocals great? And what she answered is the emotion. And Mr. Terashima here, writes that that's what he expected, but he told Ksenia that what he thinks the best ability that Ksenia has is the uniqueness of the voice. Yeah, of course, the second, emotion. So I'd like you to know that. So that's what Mr. Terashima, answered back to Ksenia. Yeah, this is a story that Mr. Terashima writes here, and yeah, I also agree with that. If you look at the the jazz vocals or the vocals, in general, there are many singers who can sing very good, yeah, with the singing ability. It's not that you want to listen to, that voice again and again. It depends really on the emotion, and at the same time the voice, the uniqueness of the voice. Yeah, that's what I think makes the jazz vocals great. I also agree with Mr. Terashima about that statement. Yes, and going back to this album, okay, Ksenia Parkhatsykaya, sorry, she is a Russian-born singer, and with her husband, they just team up with composing the songs, and in this album, many songs are composed by the husband, and also Ksenia herself. Yeah, so they have that ability as well, are talented. And if you look at this jacket design, very beautiful. And the Ksenia's younger sister designed this one. Yeah, what a talent, right? And the session present here is just amazing. Of course, the recording condition and the sound quality, everything is just fantastic. But at the same time, as I said, and as Mr. Terashima noted, her voice is very unique. And also the emotion that she puts in the tracks is just extraordinary. Very good, very soothing, very relaxing. Yeah, it's like just want to listen to this album again and again. That's kind of attraction that this album has. And also the session members present here, I don't know them, but they play very well. They play very well. Yeah, so I love this album. And in case you don't know this album, I think it's better for you to dig it. Yeah, I think you can easily get this CD, but this analog version by Terasima Records, since they released it with a limited number of copies, I don't know whether you can get it easily at your place, but in case you find it, you can just get it. It's such a wonderful album, jazz vocal album. And Toyokase, cut and pressed this one as well. So the pressing quality, sound quality are just fantastic. And at the same time, the jacket, the sleeve quality here, as you can see, this reflection, they use a very thick, high quality paper and laminated. Very beautiful. And a very beautiful jacket design as well. Yes. That's it for today. I hope you like it. Lastly, I always say, just continue staying safe and be connected with the music we love, jazz. Thank you for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.